Adon Saab, I have heard you. Chibweze DK, I did hear you as well. Anyway, welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen, where we're going to talk about the Real Madrid versus Inter Milan game today. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. I apologize. Very truly, I messed up my sentence there. But I apologize because I wasn't really able to upload last night itself. Fam, it was 3:30 AM when the match finished for me. And guess what I did after finishing the match? I was writing the script for the last commentary video. So it did take time, but I didn't want to miss this as well. I never shake away from my own commitments, and you'll be getting this as usual, okay? Take that in writing from me, okay? I'll even give my signature as well. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the Real Madrid versus Inter Milan game, which was a roller coaster ride, man. Not gonna lie, it was such a... Why do these dickheads do this to us? Why? Anyway, we'll look at the lineup, we'll look at each player's performance from last night, and we'll also talk about some key moments that made you skip a breath. As you can see on the screen right there, that is the lineup that we played against Inter Milan, which also is a talking point, by the way, that I think Zinedine Zidane has finally found his favorite lineup. I know it's not 100% working. I know it's not at the level where it's supposed to be yielding the best results, but I do believe that this is Zinedine Zidane's favorite lineup, man, honestly. If you talk about the lineup real quick, let's start from the goalkeeper. I think Thibaut Courtois did a decent job. It wasn't completely like a standout performance. It was like, alright, it was fine. It was fine. Speaking about the fullbacks, I thought Lucas Vazquez smashed it, dude. I thought he smashed it. He truly smashed it. I would say that he'd be among the top 3 performers from last night. Excellent. Excelente. And Ferland Mendy as well. Ferland Mendy totally pocketed, man, Ashraf Hakimi. It's such a good feeling, you know, when you try to put your own ex-players into their own places. You don't play for us, and this is what you get. But no, Ferland Mendy had a very good game. I was really impressed by how he played. Centre backs, Sergio Ramos, 100, baby, 100. But no, legend, man. There's no thing that I can ever critique him about. I can critique about him here and there, like for teeny tiny performances, but I cannot say anything to him, man. He's one player that I'll try my best not to critique at all. Dude, the guy literally gives everything on the line, man. Plays like a warrior. If he were to approach me on the street, I would actually genuinely fear for my own life. That's the kind of fear that he instills in his opponents, and I love that. I love it. Rafael Varane, I believe, had like a quiet game, to be honest. It wasn't trash, but it was like below average to average. It was somewhere around in that arena. Like, I don't expect Rafael Varane to defensively slack that often. I feel like he potentially can become a better defender than Sergio Ramos, if I'm being honest. Not many people are going to agree, but I feel like he is a lot less reckless than Sergio Ramos, the captain. But I think there are a lot of immeasurable qualities that you can't measure or see on the pitch, and that's what makes a player dangerous sometimes, man. And I believe that Varane has to build that aspect of his game. My true opinion is that you can't measure everything using a notebook and a pen and a paper and look at graph sheets and stuff. Guys, Fede Valverde, man. Federico Valverde, this guy is so sick. I can't lay my eyes off him even once. Not in that way, but guys, Federico Valverde, man, so sick. Oh my god. This guy is literally everywhere, man. He's covering for the defense. He's breaking in between passing lanes. He's trying to architect an attack. He engineers build a play like fam. He's doing everything there is. Aerial duels, tracking back. Is there something that Fede Valverde did not do, man, against Inter Milan? I don't know how many of you are fans of Phineas and Ferb, but I personally think this sums up Fede Valverde's attributes, man. This is Fede Valverde. This is Fede Valverde. This guy is literally everywhere, man. You know what the sad part is? You know what the sad part is? That Fede Valverde doesn't even stop. Casemiro, man. I think this is one of those very rare times that Real Madrid do manage to get the better of their opponent when Casemiro has an incredibly bad game. And I would say like Casemiro's worst game this season at least. I've never seen Casemiro so sloppy. I think he easily lost the ball more than 15 times, man, last night. And it's also because of him that we conceded the second goal. We were split open because he lost the ball in a very dangerous position and boom, we were stretched open and bang, it's gone. Yeah, Casemiro has been quite inconsistent lately and I don't blame him to a certain extent. And it's because that he has no alternative. I guess when you had Marcos Llorente, you could say that, oh, he would probably field in and play for Casemiro, which in all fairness was an excellent backup, to be honest, which we let go unfortunately. But it was for a good price, so it made kind of sense, but it won't make sense until unless we actually get a proper backup to Casemiro. Otherwise, it's going to be bonkers. It's going to be shambles, man. But yeah, it's definitely a night that Casemiro should wipe out from his life, man. I swear, no. We would have actually lost the game because of him, man. If you talk about that front three, I feel like Asensio was very ineffective, man, on the right. Nah. I felt like Vasquez and Valverde were smashing it and they were kind of covering the inefficiencies that Asensio kind of had to his game. But Asensio had very less to offer, man. Benzema killed it as well. Benzema actually did quite well as usual. I mean, let's not say as usual, but it's a typical Benzema kind of performance. Except that he scored now. He has a bit of the luster to his name now. Speaking about Eden Hazard did not show the shades that he showed against Huesca the other day. People kind of thought he was back, which I thought as well, and I do believe that he is back as well, but it's gonna take time. I said this multiple times. If he performs once doesn't mean he's going to keep performing like a madman or he's gonna keep scoring for a few consecutive games or something. You have to admit that you have to let him settle in properly because he hasn't had a time to actually settle into the squad. Yeah, both wingers very quiet games, and it's a very good thing that they were brought off as soon as possible because it was needed. It was very much needed. And thanks to Rodrigo and Vinicius. Yes! Rodrigo, man, smashed it. The guy smashed it, man. He's 10 months older than me. Yeah, he killed it. I think he's 11 months older than me. I am a December 2001 one. He's probably a 2001 January or a 2002 January. That doesn't matter. We are almost of the same age, and man scoring against Inter Milan where I am sitting here wearing I don't know what and filming YouTube videos. But a job is a job, so it doesn't matter. My man of the match is obviously hands down Federico Valverde. I don't think there was a player who was better than him last night. He literally carried this team, man. I think Fede Valverde is like the only player that makes the Real Madrid press a bit more coordinated than it actually is supposed to be. I don't think without Fede Valverde the Real Madrid press is that good, to be honest. I've seen significant amount of disaster class pressing from Real Madrid, and it's safe to say that I think Fede Valverde is like the only one who tries, to be honest. I remember so many times, dude, where the Real Madrid defense would be stretched wide open, and theirs as well. Like, it was like basically both the teams were defensively not so great last night, and I think that's what the game became interesting. That's why the game became interesting. And of course Benzema scored. We'll get to that immediately. But I think that's what, from a neutral eye, the game was kind of interesting. But as a Real Madrid fan, my heart was thumping like, this is not good. This is not great. Slacking defensively is, I feel, worse than slacking offensively. But anyway, I felt like this was a brilliant assist, man, from Achraf Hakimi. Like, straight up. Like, you can't write this. It had to be done. Like, I personally thought that Hakimi was either going to have a very bad game or a very good game, to be honest. And let's just say that it was the former. It was definitely not the latter. I feel like Hakimi suddenly forgot, man, that he wasn't in a white shirt and, man, passed it to Benzema. Nah, I'm just joking. No, it was very good pressure that Forlan Mondi was applying on Achraf Hakimi, which forced him to commit that mistake, and Benzema took sole advantage of it. And if he hadn't finished that, release him off his contract at this point. Like, at this point, we have to start scoring goals. Oh yeah, Toni Kroos gets an assist, and Sergio Ramos. Oh, dude, Sergio Ramos, man. 100 goals, dude. 100. That's mad. And he's a defender. Oh my god. This is sick. This is amazing. Like, dude, Sergio Ramos, man, he can literally do everything. Every single thing, dude, man. I feel like Real Madrid are going to miss Ramos more than when we miss Ronaldo. Honestly. Very honestly. Oh yeah, that was a brilliant flick, man. I got to rate that one. Of course, I think Lautaro Martinez kind of battled off Varane and it felt like, what the hell, man. Couldn't like Varane read the situation. But the pass was too good enough that I feel like Varane could have tried better, but I don't blame him. Of course they scored the second goal, dude. What the hell? And this was all because of freaking Casemiro. And I hate it so much. And I hate it so much that because I don't expect Casemiro to make dumb mistakes like this, but man did a mistake and it costed severely. Like, if it wasn't for a very good Rodrigo and a Vinicius connection, we wouldn't have won. Oh, Vinicius pass, Rodrigo. Oh, this is a striker's finish. I'm being honest. I never thought Rodrigo would finish like that. Crazy scenes, man. Crazy scenes. Do you think Rodrigo finishes like that? I never thought. I mean, I knew he's good, but the thing is, right, Rodrigo hasn't played that enough for him to exhibit his skills that much. I believed in Rodrigo, but at the same time, I am the first one to say that, okay, probably we wouldn't have him starting each and every game. But man, smashed it, man. I think he has a better Champions League pedigree than Ansu Fati, man. Yes! Finally, a Real Madrid youngster is thriving over a Barcelona. What am I doing? Anyway, guys, that was the match reaction, I guess. You guys love these videos, man, and I'm glad as well that you keep loving these videos. But do show some support for the commentary series that I keep uploading, man. I put some amazing work into it. I know there's scope for improvement, but I feel like I put way more effort in them, and I try to get some better output from it as well. Your feedback would immensely help, and I truly pray that you guys give me some valuable feedback, okay? And until then, stay safe, stay okay, and I'll see you in our next video. Take care and peace. Yeah, I've been cooking up